Wait till you see this, guys. This might be insane. The most insane thing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. We got an actual Sasquatch guy up here. Look at him hiding in the forest. I found him. I found him. There he is.
Well, hello and welcome to Hello. I am Clutch, where I am here today in Bailey, Colorado, just about an hour outside of Denver to go to the Sasquatch Outpost. Now, I'm really excited because I've never been here before, and what I understand from this is kind of like a Bigfoot gift shop, but with a really cool kind of Bigfoot / Sasquatch museum inside for us to explore. And I hear it's like better than you would expect, so I'm really excited to take you along with me, show you everything they have in there, and to see what kind of cryptid fun that we're going to find today. But also, stick around for after the museum, because just down the street, while we are first going to search for a Bigfoot, we're then going to search for a BIG Hotdog. So stick around for that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Let's get going.
So just want to take a moment to appreciate the sign here with the big Sasquatch out here, but I do really love that. Well, apparently they have like a Sasquatch escape room. Not going to do that today, but I love that they have these signs here for that. The Sasquatch Outpost customer parking, please. I just think the fact that you make a little sign that says Sasquatch, it's hard for me to say, Sasquatch Outpost parking only, is just fun. All right, so let's walk up here and see what we got. There's a lot of actually stuff here. This little town is absolutely adorable, by the way. Again, Bailey, Colorado right here. Just want to point out that their business hours are basically 10 to 4 every day except Tuesday and Wednesday is when they're closed. But enough chat on the outside. Let's go inside the Sasquatch Outpost. Oh my gosh, would you look at this guy right here? I found him. I love this gift shop. It's just like, it's so well themed and everything and wonderful. So I think we'll do a big look around the gift shop at the end, but I just want to kind of point out that it's $8 for entry. You get a little token that you want to keep, because at the end, I guess there's something to do there, and there's a little quiz or something. So actually going past him over here, you can see here it is, the Sasquatch Encounter Discovery Museum. So again, we're going to go to the gift shop, everything at the end, but we're going to start by going through this awesome place. So right before we enter the Sasquatch Encounter Discovery Museum, there is a little bit of a guide here just to tell you some things that I was kind of saying before, like more or less kind of, we want to keep our voices quiet, so I think I might be the only person here right now, but I will probably be whispering my enthusiasm. At the end, there's a QR code at the end to get your multiple choice quiz, and I guess you get a sticker if you get 80% or better, and then you use that token to vote in the last room, and pictures and videos are welcome, which I love. And it says, please close these doors behind you before you go in. But anyway, all right, enough talking from Clutch. Let's check out the Sasquatch Encounter Discovery Museum. All right, here we go. Through the doors. This museum ain't big enough for the two of us. All right. Oh, yeah. Gotta close that. That's what they said. Close that. Here we go. And oh my gosh, there's so much already. It actually, look at the theming. Look how good this is. So I haven't fully mentioned, I believe it's kind of like a history of Sasquatch sightings and like giving you some history about like the Bigfoot. I'm learning a little bit with you today. So let's go here. We are going to go right up to this guy right here, and we are not going to touch him. We're not going to touch that guy, but we're going to go in. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. So going right back to the sign, this is basically telling you that all the artifacts that you see in here were discovered and donated by actual researchers. So keep that in mind. But back at the front, we have like recent sightings over here. So if you have a recent sighting, I guess you can submit that and put that up there. Then over here, they got like a history of all the Sasquatch sightings starting all the way back in 1870 there. So now let's enter the little Squatch mine. Oh, we're supposed to stay on Mark Trail, so where do Sasquatch? Oh my God, Sasquatch is a hard word for me to say, so I might just substitute with Bigfoot sometimes. It's talking about where do they sleep at night, why we're not seeing them. There's little arrows to guide you every which way. Oh my gosh. So I think we might end up back over here. So we're gonna turn left and go over here. And what do we have? Oh, there's a little bit. Oh, look at that. That turned on just because I walked past. Oh, here we go in Native American lore. This is so amazing. So yeah, different names for Bigfoot, everything there. Look at this. We got some actual like footprints of him here. Track discovered in Kansas City, Missouri. Wow. Look at this. How we're tracking him a little bit there. You can see the toes. This is amazing. And it looks like in here we got a whole like little movie thing. Again, I can kind of talk a little louder than normal because there's nobody else in here at the moment. Again, it's a small museum. It's a cute museum, but definitely want to keep your voice down if you're with other people. But luckily, it's just Clutch. So anyway, there's a big old video there. Let's go back, check out what else we got. Oh my God. So like this was donated by the Bigfoot Museum in Hastings, Nebraska. It's a ripped and braided flag. Let's see. In fact, in this one county alone, 13 flags were found in the same state. So basically, the idea here is that knowing that Sasquatch braid horse manes, they think that there might have been a Sasquatch was responsible for this kind of thing. Oof, oof, interesting. And here we go. That's, I think, the most famous version of our good old Sasquatch Bigfoot man, the Patterson, the Gimlin Bigfoot footage from 1967. I feel like that's the most like famous version of it. That's the one that I know. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. Like, obviously, I'm not going to read you everything when I go into museums. There's always so much to like read and take in yourself, but it's just it's so much fun stuff. Like, I don't know cryptids super well compared to like other people, but I'm excited to learn more, and that's why I'm coming to museums like this, just to keep figuring it out. Oh my gosh, it looks like we can go back here a little bit. This is a long shot. This is a really long shot. Look at this. Look at beware, this property protected by Sasquatch. Does it activate? No, but look at this guy. Look at this. Can you see him? Yeah, there you go. Like, I read online there is some light animatronics possibly in here. I love that he's breaking through. That's awesome. Oh yeah, it's just kind of a dead end here. But like, let's see. Earliest footage, a shot of Bigfoot. Looks like it's not on right now. But oh, look through here. Look through. Making a movie with an 8mm movie camera was not easy. Look through the hole on the left to see how hard it was to use this camera. So I think this was. Is this some of the earliest footage? Can we see what it looks like? Oh yeah, that's very small. Trying to get it. Yeah, that is teeny tiny. Interesting. Oh, and we can tell us where we're from. Put that on there. They got a specific Colorado map, because I bet you a lot of people from Colorado come here. Then they got a United States map, but then they have a world map. I love that. I love in that they want you, if you're doing USA, go to USA. And I think if you're doing Colorado, go to Colorado. So that's really cool. So as you can see, people come here from around the world. So just to kind of give a little bit more context of this section, because now that I've read some stuff, that 1967 stuff is kind of like the famous stuff, but this 1962 film might be the earliest known footage of Bigfoot. So it talks about a Boy Scout troop from Omaha, Nebraska coming and capturing it there, and then it has a whole article here about how this was from 2014, talking about how they think that footage may be, and again, the video wasn't working, but you can kind of see that's what it looks like there. Again, it's hard to tell because the 8mm footage was grainy and old, and it was very different at the time. So like, they talk about like some of the artifacts from then, and like how they had different carrying cases, different type of movie cameras, obviously in the 60s. So it is fascinating to think that that might be the absolute earliest stuff that you could find. But anyway, while this is really cool back here, we're now going to go back this away, because I think we've seen most of everything we see in here, and I think we go back kind of across the way we came. Yeah, here we go. It says, continue your visit and watch your head. Before we go back across there, I did want to come back to where this flag was, because I don't think I did a good enough job of showing you the footprints we have. So these are placer casts on loan from the North American Bigfoot Search, just so you can really kind of see, like, I'm holding my token. So hold on. Here we go. I'm going to hold that so I can hold it up. There we go. That's my hand. I don't have very big hands, but these feet are ginormous. Like, you can just really see like how big they are, how huge. I mean, there's my foot, and there's that foot. That's not the best comparison anyway. And then we got some more casts over here. I just think these physical artifacts were worth an extra look. Okay, going back across. Okay, so we're going back the way we came. So again, that fun. Oh, I see now. I didn't even notice this before. There's a Sasquatch back there. I was so focused on the lantern, I didn't see we had the Sasquatch hiding back there. Hello, sir. Hello. You're fantastic. Anyway, let's go back across here. Ooh, forget. Okay, so it says watch your head and watch your step and your head. See, I can't even read. There is a little step there. So pro tip, watch out for that. Anyway, back this way. Let's check this out. What do we got in here? Oh, so much more Sasquatch sounds. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna give a little peek. Okay, more stuff over there. Oh, okay. Let's dive in a little deeper. So if you put on these headphones, you can actually hear some vocalizations that were possibly Sasquatches. Sasquatch oxen. So I'm about to show something on Hello, I'm Clutch I don't normally do, because this section around the Sasquatch sounds, they're talking about different scat. So they're showing you like droppings from like what moose droppings look like, what black bear droppings looks like, what mountain lion scat looks like. And so then down here, this shows you what suspected Sasquatch scat looks like. So they're talking about how this was basically, when it was fresh, it was one long piece, like 48 inches long, which for a human would not make any sense. So did this come out of a Sasquatch? Who knows? So then across from that, they have this whole section about Sasquatch and trees and how they investigate a Sasquatch sighting, how like different tree breaks might indicate that Sasquatch were around, how tree arches can be an indicator of Sasquatch being around as well. But in relation to all that tree stuff, it's talking here now how powerful is Sasquatch. So basically his strength, his physical power defies belief, because like he can make these giant X's with these trees that weigh like 1,000 pounds each. So like he's quite strong. But just next to this, wait till you see this, guys. This might be insane. The most insane thing. Look at this. Oh my gosh. We got an actual Sasquatch guy up here. Look at him hiding in the forest. I found him. There he is. This is absolutely amazing. I think, yeah, if you go, it gets motion activated a little bit if you go to stuff. So yeah, there's some of the sounds there for you. Okay, I had to set him off again. Oh, I just noticed this now. There's even a baby Sasquatch down there. I didn't even notice that guy. Do you see that with the blue light there? That's amazing. I love that. So like you can see just like how big he is, how tall he is. I love they got like bats and such and owls up here. Like they really are selling this well. And they got like, how do you measure up to Bigfoot? There may have been many credible sources that he's up to 7, 8, or even 9 feet tall. So like compared to me, you can kind of see like, well, yeah. Well, if I do it like this, it looks like we're the same height. Yeah, I'm as tall as the Sasquatch. We're basically brothers. But then across from all that, we have a big fun map of like Colorado Sasquatch sightings and Sasquatch encounters in Park County. So that's where Bailey is in Park County, which is where South Park actually is based off of the TV show. If you know that, like my understanding is like this town Fairplay is kind of like the main place of where of South Park. And we are in Bailey, which is right over here. So that's where this is. And so these are like all the sightings of him in this county. And then here we go, Colorado Sasquatch sightings in like Colorado as a whole. So we got like visual sightings if we just saw footprints, rocks thrown. So like these markers indicate the different kind of things here. So that's just, oh, I love this. This is such great stuff. So there's a whole interesting thing in the corner about gifting with Sasquatch and how Jim Myers, the museum owner, was going back and forth trying to do some gifting with Sasquatch. And then one day, it says this here, he came back and he found that the tree was broken, which he was surprised about in June of 2023. But to keep the significance, the history of that alive, they brought the tree in here. So this is the actual tree, and that's the tree where it's broken, where the Bigfoot may or may not have broken it off. So now you can actually see that right here. And at first, you might not even realize that this is like, again, all right next to that big Sasquatch there. But it's just, again, a little interesting type of idea of trying to communicate with him in certain ways. And then maybe he communicated back a different way. And then also across from this big guy, because I'm loving this big guy, you have a few things here. First, you have you had your own Sasquatch encounter? So if you have seen him, you can fill out this form. And then you can take it up to the front, and then they might do something with it. And then finally, we have our token. We have, tell us what you think. Is Sasquatch a real creature? You can do yes, I'm convinced, which is a lot of people. Not sure. Some people, nope, they don't exist. That's empty right now, because honestly, I do feel like if you were to come here, you're not really thinking they don't exist. You have to have some belief in your heart. So, what does Clutch believe, though? Oh, am I convinced? Not sure? Nope. Well, even after seeing all that, I'm pretty sure I'm convinced. Yes. I absolutely like to believe this kind of stuff. I think it's great. I love learning more about cryptids, and I feel like, again, Bigfoot / Sasquatch, I feel like, is one of the most famous. This museum is fantastic. But as fantastic as the museum is, we saw the gift shop. It was a lot of fun, too, so we are going to now exit to the gift shop. Oh yeah, okay, we're just back at the start there. Okay, and then there's the gates. Okay. Now we're back to the gift shop. This gift shop isn't big enough for the two of us. So while I wasn't the best test taker, I did well enough to get an 80 out of 100, which I believe means I get a prize. So again, getting an 80 out of 100, at least that gets you a major award, and here's your major award for you. You get to pick a sticker. There was other options as well, but this is what you get for doing that quiz, and you can't just buy these. You gotta pass that test. But now that the whole fun Sasquatch Encounter Discovery Museum has been completed, this is one of the times I'm really going to take a thorough look around this here gift shop. So it does look like they have some Bigfoot stuff over here. Okay, I can't make that joke too much. There's gonna be amazing Bigfoot stuff everywhere. I'm gonna I stole Bigfoot's mug. That's funny. I'll try to point out, let's see, for $19, that's not bad for that size of a mug. I'm gonna point out some of the fun stuff that we see because there's so much just cool theming and fun stuff to see around. Obviously, you can get some branded merch. I think I need to see if I can find some branded merch. And I just love that they got the trees here and it's supposed to feel kind of like you're outside a little bit. They got some great pictures down here. They got a million magnets. Oh my gosh, look at all these magnets. Let's see. Yeah, some dudes have the branding there. I was going to say, I figure there's going to be some good mix of branded Sasquatch Outpost merch and just general Bigfoot Sasquatch merch. There's so many great Sasquatchy stickers over here. There's so much amazing stuff. Oh my gosh, I'm showing you so much more in this shot than I intended. I do want to show this one over here because look at this. That's the famous pose of him right there. And I love this. Whoa, oh, well, yeah, one-handed is hard. Only $12 for that. If I break it, I will buy it. Pro tip, there are these thingies hanging from the ceiling. Watch out for them because one just smacked me in the face. There are an unbelievable amount of awesome t-shirts here. Looks like they're ranging a little bit from the mid-20s to mostly mid-20s is what I'm seeing actually. Actually, this one's only 16, but there is so many different shirts that you can get here. These t-shirts just keep on going. You can get a Papa Squatch, Mama Squatch. That's great. But then there are some footprints down here to the back of the gift shop, and we have the Little Squatch Adventure Cave. Can you find the baby Sasquatch in the cave? I think that's big enough for me. Let's try it. Let's go. Okay, bending down. It's like a meow wolf. This is fun. Okay. Oh, yeah. Okay, that's a tight squeeze. Let's see what we got. All right. I don't see anything there. Oh, I saw something down here. What about down here? Oh, I think we see him. There he is. Oh, maybe we got a different angle. Let's try a different angle. We're not cutting the shot. Oh, okay, here we go. Turning around. There's a much bigger exit over there. Anyway, going down. Here we go. Oh, yeah, there he is. We found the baby Sasquatch, everybody. We did it. We did it together. All right, another pro tip. While that does say exit, if you are big adult size like me, you might find it easier to just peek through over there. Well, this might be one of the coolest pieces of branded merch I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. You can build your own Sasquatch Outpost. You could do it where it has a little building there. You have room for cars and such. You can buy it right here. I'm going to try to be careful here. I want to see how much this costs. Let's see. That is only $16.50 to get that. That is possibly one of the best deals I've seen in my life. And then for the young cryptid catcher in your life, they have a book here called The Cryptid Catcher. They got so many little great Sasquatch things for you. They got a Sasquatch salt and pepper shaker. If you know me, I love salt and pepper shakers. I have 2 salt and pepper shaker museum videos on the channel. I'll link those below. Anyway, then you got this guy over here just hanging out in his hammock. You got a little Bigfoot bobblehead right there. Let's actually see this. So the Bigfoot bobblehead's $30, and then back up to this guy. Does it say this one's only $18? Honestly, the prices are absolutely reasonable for being where we are. They even have some locally made Bigfoot soap. Look at it, and you got his foot in soap form. The greatest gift shop on the planet. This museum, this gift store, this is one of the best places I've ever been. This is just all of this. All of it. All of it. This is all so amazing. Holy moly, that place was awesome. That was wonderful. It was, again, $8 to get in. I spent about, I would say, 25 minutes going through the museum. Maybe even 30 because I was taking some pictures and stuff. But you could go faster than that, but honestly, if you want to read everything, you want to watch the movie, you could get a good half an hour out of it, but it is so well done for being as petite as it is. So highly recommend this. But that is not the only thing we're doing today again. We found Bigfoot, but now we need to go search for that big hot dog. Here, hot dog, hot dog. Oh, here, hot dog, yoo-hoo! Looking for a frankfurter in them hills. Oh my gosh, there's so much mountain. This might take a while. And we have found the hot dog! I wasn't kidding when I said I was searching for a humongous hot dog. This is a South Park Coney Island hot dog stand that is only about 2 minutes drive from where we just were. This is just like a quintessential roadside stop up in the mountains of Colorado, and we're gonna get some lunch here. And I'm so excited to take you again to find and check out this fun place. Did want to point out that right across from this is a beautiful just like river that you can sit along. I've never been to this place before, so I'm excited to kind of check it out and take you inside with me. So anyway, let's go check out the inside of the Big Hot Dog. So as I come up the steps here, you can see just how big this hot dog is. It's pretty awesome. I love this thing here. Yeah, I'm like, I can't even zoom out anymore. But just so you know, like, it's only outdoor seating. They have nothing inside. So as we go in, just know that like the seating is, if it's not like the nicest day, you might need to go to your car. But then check out the inside of this hot dog. It's exactly what you'd expect it to look like, although it goes a lot farther back than I would have thought. And there is actually a little bit of seating, so that's pretty nice. But anyway, look at this. This is just, it's adorable. It definitely got that South Park motif going, because it, again, technically is like kind of the South Park area. They even got some branded merch already we're looking at there. That's fantastic. And if you see this, everybody wants their wieners. So here's a look at the menu here, and as you can see, it's kind of mountain prices. So I know these prices seem a little bit high for just hot dogs, because it does not come with sides or anything, so just keep that in mind that we got some like high mountain prices here. All right, so I got the Hatch chili and cheese sausage. I thought that meant it came with Hatch chili and cheese on it. No, it's in it. But then you get like basically free unlimited toppings on top of that. So now let's just go find a seat either by the river, or maybe we'll check out just to look at the tables in the back. It's really nice and shaded under the trees, but then they got like this cute like water wheel in the back. Now it's clearly not anywhere near water, but I just like the ambiance, so I had to show it to you. Also, the back side of hot dog. But as much fun as it is to dine near that water wheel, I think some creekside dining is really the way to go. So I don't normally show eating on camera, and this is no exception. So just did have the sausage, and it was quite good. It was actually very delicious. So just kind of let you know, like, it definitely all the toppings on really adds to it, and so I really enjoyed that. It's nice to have the creekside dining. But I did also want to point out a few things here. First of all, the reason it goes far back is because basically it's attached to a whole house. I think that's funny. At the front of the house is a hot dog. But something else fun about this humongous hot dog here is just about a half an hour away, you can see a small version of this hot dog, which is going to be on the screen right now. That is at the Tiny Town and Railroad, which I have a whole video of that as well. So if you want to see that, I'll link to the video in the description below as well. Well, we have searched and we have found. We found Bigfoot hiding in the Sasquatch Outpost, and we found the Big Hot Dog here in Bailey, Colorado. This was so much fun. Again, these two things are very close to each other, so easy to do them in an afternoon, and I'm so glad you came along with me, because it was a lot of fun. I found the Sasquatch Museum, again, great, and the Coney Island, while again, a little bit expensive, still cool stop. It's a cool place to just get something to eat, so I really enjoyed having a snack here. But if you did enjoy this video, hitting like on the video is a good way to let me know that you enjoyed coming along with me. It helps me know that this was a fun time for you. And if you have been to any other like fun restaurants like this, or any fun like cryptid places, I'd love to hear down below. What other fun places like either the restaurant or the museum I need to explore? Love to hear about that. But again, if you had a fun time with me, consider subscribing to the channel, as that's an easy way to find out when I have new videos out like this that are a whole lot of fun. But if you did want to go on a new adventure with me right now, I got a whole bunch of fun stuff, like that Tiny Town and Railroad one that I told you about, where they do have the miniature version of this, which is just about a half an hour away. That video is now on the screen right here to click. But if you want to see some more roadside attractions, click on this list right here. Whole bunch of fun stuff there. And then finally, if you want to see just general Colorado fun things to do, check out all those. Lots of great stuff in there. But until I see you in one of those videos, I'll just say for now, goodbye. I am still Clutch.